Hello again. Sorry, naputol ang discussion natin kanina. Natigil tayo sa concept ng aksyon Pauliana. Now, what is aksyon Pauliana? This is in relation to Article 1387. Let us read 1387. All contracts by virtue of which the debtor alienates his property by gratuitous title are presumed to have been entered into in fraud of the creditors, when the donor did not reserve sufficient property to pay all the debts contracted before his donation. The first paragraph actually refers to 1381, item number 3, those undertaken in fraud of the creditors when the latter cannot in any manner collect the claims due them. So take note, interrelated ang 1381 with 1387. Ano ang kwento dito sa 1387? Pareho na sinabi ko kanina sa previous video. May mga properties ka, may negosyo ka, marami ka utang. Kaya lang nakikinita mo na masyadong marami na ang utang mo, and later if these people will run after you, they will run after your properties. Therefore, what you do? You transfer the properties to your child gratuitously. No? You alienate the property to your child or a third person gratuitously. You mean when you say gratuitously, nothing is expected in return. It's done by way of donation. That is an indication, no? That is an indication that you have transferred your property to defraud creditors. Second paragraph. Alienations by onerous title are also presumed fraudulent when made by a person against whom some judgment has been issued. The decision or attached need not refer to the property alienated and need not have been obtained by the party seeking rescission. So, transfers could be gratuitous or onerous. If they are transfers to defraud creditors, the creditors has this option. And what is that? To file an action Pauliana. Now, what is action Pauliana? An action to rescind the contract contract in fraud of the creditors. For this action to prosper, the following requisites are present. So if you are a creditor and you were defrauded by your debtor because he alienated his properties, no? To deprive you of your interest over these properties, you may file an action Pauliana. It's a remedy given to you. And these are the requisites. Number one, plaintiff asking for rescission has a credit prior to the alienation, although demandable later. So may utang. Number two, the debtor has made subsequent contract conveying a patrimonial benefit to a third person. So nilipat niya ang mga property, ang debtor, nilipat niya ang mga properties niya sa mga tao. Number three, the creditor has no other legal remedy to satisfy his claim. Wala na siyang other legal remedy to satisfy his claim. The act being impugned is fraudulent, no? And the third person who received the property conveyed, if it is by onerous title, has been an accomplice to the fraud. So, first, may utang, no? May utang. Nag-file ang action ang creditor, ang debtor may utang sa creditor, ang creditor nilipat niya ang mga properties niya, ang debtor nilipat niya ang mga properties niya, the creditor has no other way to collect, no? To collect from the debtor, and the act of transferring the property is considered fraudulent, and that if it is an onerous title, the recipient of that property is an accomplice to the fraud, no? In that case, it is proper that you file an action Pauliana to recover the properties. Okay, now, if the person is under guardianship class, within what period may he file an action to recover, may he file rescission, no? Within what period? 4 years. The same is true for the absentee. 4 years pag nakabalik na siya sa domicile niya. Okay? So I think this settles chapter 6. Na 2 parts ang chapter 6, the first part, and this is the second part. Next video, we'll have the second type of defective contract, which is voidable contracts. Good morning, class.